Welcome everyone back to Beat the Game. My name's Steve, and today we're going to have another multiplayer deck tech, and we're going to be going green today for some protection. Now, we're going to build the Black Panther support and control deck. Now, this type of deck is perfect if you want to play the game with a few new people and introduce them to the game and make them feel like superheroes. So this is a great deck to introduce other people to the game. Now, again, like I said, it's going to be very thematic. It's going to make them feel pretty much invincible. This is going to be a type of deck where Black Panther will be able to help out here and there, but we're really going to try to help the other players. So most of our deck is going to be focused on helping other people achieve like excellence. All right, so we're gonna have cards to give them resources. We're gonna put stuff. We're gonna give them cool status cards. Just all ways to make them feel more powerful and more hero-y. All right, so the deck is very heavy on resources. All right, so for Black Panther, he already has the three cards that we all know of, that the three vibraniums. So the three vibraniums, we're gonna add the three double resources. So that is 6 cards that give us double for anything. And we're gonna add the 2 powers of protection. So that is technically 8 cards that give us double resources with Black Panther. Now, as you know, our upgrades are going to be important, but they're going to be very secondary. The cards that we're going to want to play out of Black Panther's kit, because most of the time we'll probably be staying in alter ego, is going to be finding our golden city. That's going to be our priority. And then the four upgrades. At one point, you're going to have so many resources that it's not going to matter. You're going to just put them down and then slowly give the other players a chance to play, and then you can kind of close in the games at the end when you have like 3 or 4 Wakanda Forevers in your hand, and you just spend them to do great things. And then people will see like, oh wow, that's what Black Panther can do. After he did everything for us, he can still come in and, stabilize and do a lot of work. So this is for Black Panther's kit. So obviously Golden City is going to be our main focus, and then the upgrades, not a priority. Now, what's good about Shuri is Shuri's going to be able to get any upgrade that we have. And again, we're going to be looking to play as many cards and thin out Black Panther's deck as quickly as possible. So, as far as upgrades goes, we have 2 energy barriers. Now, these are going to be able to be interchangeable. Now, I built this for a 2-player deck. So if you're introducing somebody else to the game, okay, we're putting 2 dauntlesses. And the reason why we got the dauntlesses is because we're going to be giving a lot of people extra health. And not only that, we're also going to give them the tough status card like on a repetition. So this is going to be very cool, because then we're going to have retaliate 2 with our Black Panther, and then they're going to have retaliate depending on what character they have. They might even get up to retaliate 2, which is going to be very good. All right, so upgrades that we're giving to go with those dauntlesses is the 2 endurances and also 2 honorary avengers. So this again is going to be a +4 health boost to any other character. All right, so again, if you're playing a 3-player game or a 4-player game, you can actually replace the energy barriers with extra copies of the other cards. All right, so that is going to make everyone with augmented health, and it's going to make those retaliate triggers even better. All right, so in this as well, we added a 3rd honorary avenger, just because you could put it on one of their allies if they have a good ally, or if not, you can always play it on Black Widow, because we have the Black Widow ally, which is going to serve as a control aspect. So if ever you get the Shadows of the Past or you get the Advance, you can always put in the Black Widow ally, use it as an interrupt, and then you can always just, cancel that event. So that is going to be a big part of the control. So she wants to be on the table as much as possible. Now, as other parts of control are going to be, We're going to have support control. We're going to have the Night Nurse, which is going to be able to heal from status effects. Now, just remind yourselves that if you have only a tough status card and you try to heal 1 point of damage to a character, a hero, and he only has the tough status card, the Night Nurse will remove the tough status card from your hero, because it says exhaust the Night Nurse and remove a medical counter, heal a damage, and discard a status card from it. So if you only have the tough status card, it's going away. So that's very, very important to understand. All right, as far as other support cards, we're going to be running the med team. We're just running one med team. Again, if they're playing leadership, replace the energy barrier for a second med team, or even the 2 and just add 3 med teams. It won't matter if you get those 3 med teams there. You'll be able to heal all the other players' allies. So kind of adjust your deck to what the other player wants to learn, if he's learning about leadership or if he's going aggression. All right, so then you just kind of adjust this very, very simply by, you know, adding med teams or removing med teams. If you have a character that's, you know, very high on defense, let's say he's playing Captain America for the first time. Okay, so you can give him like you can replace the med team for like, or the not the med team, the you can replace the energy barriers for an armored vest and then an unflappable and other cards like that that can make Captain America even better and just focus on his protection aspect. So there's a lot of good things that you can add. Now, some of the key parts to help your allies, again, for the support part, we're going to be running a Avengers Mansion and a Helicarrier. Again, you can use these, but these are mostly going to be to help your other player. Hey, do you need an extra card? Do you need an extra resource? Hey, can you do something better? So this is all, again, in the premises of letting the other players explore the game and explore the team synergy that you can have with the other players. So this is, again, really, really focused on letting the other players be the heroes and you be like in the background, just like, hey, I got your back. You got this. All right. You need this. Okay, here, I'm going to give you this. And again, always kind of keeping a controlling hand. So even if this is the first time another player is playing on expert, you know, ooh, we're playing expert for the first time. Oh, okay, wow, okay, so I got Black Panther. These are the expert cards. Okay, so I got your back. You know, we can do this here. You're gonna be the main guy. You're gonna be focusing on damage. I'm gonna make sure that you stay alive and that you can do all of the good things that you want to do as a hero. And then slowly I will progress my board, but really focusing on their character. All right, so for more controlling aspects, so we also have Iron Fist, who can stun the villain, which is always good. You know, he's got 2 stun effects. So then again, that's another type of control. Other things to help, again, with control are going to be the 3 muster courages. Now, just remember, if you're playing a standard game, on stage 1, muster courage is only going to apply 1 tough status. If you are playing an expert game, on stage 2, you will be able to apply 2 tough statuses, and on stage 3, 3 tough statuses. Now, if you're playing a scenario like Kang or the Wrecking Crew, now the Wrecking Crew only has 1 villain stage, so that is not a very good card against the Wrecking Crew. Again, you can replace this with something else that will be more beneficial to the scenario, and you can play around that. All right, so that's it. And then finally, we have 2 extra allies, because you will be having a lot of extra resources at times. Lockjaw, put him in the bin, bring him back constantly. You know, if you have nothing else to play, Lockjaw is always a solution. And then Nick Fury, just to accelerate the entire process. So again, you're going to be spending a lot of time in Alter Ego. Ancestral Knowledge as well will be a very, very useful card for you while you're in Alter Ego. Okay, so you know what? I've got most of my board set up. All right, so let's bring back Nick Fury. Let's bring back a Muster Courage. Let's bring back Iron Fist. Done. And shuffle those back into your deck. So again, all these good cards that you'll be able to play and replay over because of the Ancestral Knowledge. And then once you had your fun and the other person has done a big part of the row, okay, oh wow, man, you know, you can always use Nick Fury and your allies to block for the other person, so he's never really in danger. So again, like I said, there's a lot of cool combos that you can play. where you're just supporting the other player. In a 3 or 4 player game, it still works. You just replace a couple of these cards, and then you just add some more of the cool 0 cost upgrades, 1 cost upgrades that Shuri can go get. All right, somebody's playing a Guardian ally. All right, well, you know what? Here, Shuri, go get an honorary avenger. Let's make an honorary avenger out of Yondu. And then Yondu now can get a Sky Cycle. And then there you go. And he planned that in his deck. But he's waiting on you to bring Yondu as an honorary avenger. So again, so a lot of cool synergies that you can showcase. And this is a very good deck to help that. Because Black Panther, very quick to set up. Very easy to put all your stuff out. Normally, if the cards fall in alignment, by the end of your first deck pass, you should have most of all of the support cards for the other players down. And then on your second deck pass, you can start building your own board. And again, this is going to be super efficient, and it's going to be very, very fun for the other players to play while you are teaching them the game. Hey, look, I can play this on you. I can do this for you. Oh, wow, I didn't know we can collaborate like this. So this is going to be one of those decks that's what you want to do. You really want to showcase how this is a team game. And then you're focusing on damage. Don't worry about anything else. I want you to focus on damage. On my side, I'll do a little bit of threat control and stuff like that while you focus on what the main villain can do. And then there you go. So that is a very cool deck. That you'll have fun with anyone else. And if you want to make sure, like say, if somebody's playing Justice, obviously go in with the Panther clause first for damage. If somebody's playing Aggression, then use the Tactical Genius, you know, and put that down as your first one. If you're just going to keep one of those upgrades. And again, if you have the Golden City early, stay most of the game in Alter Ego and just kind of feed off of what the other guys can do and really help them accelerate their board. Because with the Nick Fury, Lockjaw, and Black Widow, you should always have enough threat removal to really make that, you know, staying in Alter Ego longer, easier to manage. All right. So that's it, guys. So that is the deck. So multiplayer deck tech, super support and control with Black Panther. Again, you can do that with other characters as well. Captain Marvel's another great one because she has tons of resources, kind of like Black Panther. So she can play a lot of other cards like that. What are the other characters that can really play a good support role? Captain America is a good one. Even Black Widow is a very good support character that can just kind of feed everyone else and just play tons of stuff. And then once she's ready, she just flips. So again, we're going to focus on Black Panther. But yeah, so guys, if you guys like these videos, please write something in the comments. And yeah, we'll see you next week for another multiplayer deck tech. Keep on playing Marvel Champions and hope this will help you beat the game. Ciao, ciao.